Hello everyone and welcome back to Reed Plays. In today's video we're going to be going over all the new characters that were confirmed by Rockstar Games. As we all know, yesterday hit us with that trailer 2 out of nowhere, but Rockstar had also provided a ton of information about Grand Theft Auto 6 on their website, including screenshots, characters, downloads, locations, and a whole lot more. So today we're going to go over those new confirmed characters. Now some of these characters we did see in trailer 2 and some of them we haven't seen yet at all. We're going to start off with Lucia, who is one of the main protagonists in the game. In trailer 2, we learn that Lucia's last name is Caminos, with the storyline starting off with her in jail. Lucia moved from Liberty City with her mother and has always wanted the good life they both dreamed of, but Lucia isn't afraid to take matters into her own hands, and she's committed to her plan no matter what it takes. In the trailer, we can see Lucia in what appears to be a pretty intimate relationship with Jason Duval, who is our next character and our second main protagonist. Jason grew up around crooks and grifters, and after a period of time in the army to try and shake his troubled teen years, he found himself in the Keys doing what he knows best, working for local drug runners. Lucia could be the worst thing that's ever happened to him. He'd like things to turn out, but right now he's kind of unsure. One thing I gotta say is Jason looks fantastic and is buff as fuck. I noticed there's a scene in the trailer where Jason gets Lucia out of jail, and in this scene they say to each other a simple, "Hey."
Hey.
Which kind of makes me believe maybe they're starting over. Hard to say. Next, we have a character named Cal Hampton. Cal is a friend of Jason's and a fellow associate of Brian's who owns a marine and boat shop. He feels safest hanging out at home and snooping on the Coast Guard comms with a few beers and some private browser tabs open. I'm not sure why, but when I seen this guy, I kind of thought of Cletus from GTA 5. Man, personally, I found that guy was so annoying. Hopefully, Cal isn't the same way. We can see him in the trailer in a couple shots. We see him at a bar and loading some stuff onto a plane. Next, we have a character named Booby Ike, who's a local Vice City legend who was able to transform from his time on the streets to a legitimate empire, including real estate, a strip club, and a recording studio. Booby is in a partnership with a young music mogul named Draquan for raw records that he's most invested in. Now, I don't recall seeing Booby in the trailer. There was a couple questionable people, and I kind of thought that the guy from the first trailer might have been him, but the appearance seems a bit different. The guy definitely seems to have dough, though. Next, we have a character named Draquan Priest. Now, Draquan has a history of being a hustler on the streets to make ends meet, but his goal was always to break into music. Now that he's signed with some local artists, his days of booking acts in Booby's strip club might be numbered as he sets his sights high on the Vice City scene. So essentially, it sounds like Draquan is a music guru who has signed some other people on with himself, some local Vice City talent named Real Dimes, who we'll get to in a few minutes, and it also sounds like maybe he may have some kind of clash with Booby. Next, we have Brian Heder. Brian has a deal with Jason to let him live rent-free at one of his properties so long as he helps with local shakedowns and stops by for Lori's sangria once in a while. Brian's a classic drug runner from the golden age of smuggling in the Keys. He still moves product through his boatyard with his third wife, Lori. Brian's been around long enough to let others do his dirty work, so it definitely sounds like Jason and Brian will work quite a bit together in this. Then we have Raul Batista. Raul is an experienced bank robber who is always on the hunt for talent and ready to take risks that bring the biggest rewards. Raul's recklessness raises the stakes with every score they do, and his crew will have to double down or pull the chips from the table. I don't recall seeing Raul in the trailer, but he's obviously going to be an important character. It sounds like he's going to have a crew that maybe do heists together, robberies, something like that. And our last characters that we're introduced to on the Rockstar website are Real Dimes. They're girls with the skills to turn their time shaking down local dealers into cold hard cash by spicy rap tracks and relentless social media presence. An early hit with a local rapper named Downplay took Real Dimes to new heights. Now, after 5 years and a whole lot of trouble, they're signed to only Raw Records, hoping lightning can strike twice. So essentially, it sounds like these two are kind of social media influencers. We know that social media is going to be a big part in GTA 6. We do see Bay Lux in the trailer once from what I could see, so this wraps it up for the characters who were introduced on the Rockstar website. There remains quite a bit of information to go over, including locations, other game details, and more. I'm going to make a separate video for each of those elements. Thank you for taking time to watch this video. Let me know in the comments what you're looking forward to most now that we have trailer 2. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. See you on the next video.